Good evening, all. Good evening, all. I hope you can hear me nice and clearly. Welcome to tonight's Wednesday session. I almost cancelled this one. It's been such a busy week already, and it's only Wednesday, and I had a crazy busy weekend as well. So I feel absolutely shattered. But you can't tell, can you? Because it's like I'm buzzing every day of the week. But what I did manage to do was forget to kind of post about the session early, and I also forgot to put the poster out that says who's playing and stuff like that. So we're literally lastminute.com. And so we've not done proper sound checks and everything. So there's bound to be some little bits of kind of challenge with echo and stuff like that. But we're all friends, right? Please tell me we're all friends. So hello, Sam. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Dawn from across the pond. Enjoying the snow, probably. Hi, Gareth. Gareth has got a new song out, a Christmas kind of release. Go and check it out on Spotify and that. Great song. Hello, Emily. Nice to see you. Kind of, I guess. Happy Wednesday afternoon from Nashville. Feel the same. So busy at work. I love Nashville. I want to go back to Nashville. So I've got a few friends joining me at very last moment. Bless them. They were great to sort of say, do you want us to come on? Well, Joe wasn't. Joe kind of messaged me a few days back, I think it was. And then Dave kind of messaged me this afternoon and said, do you want me to come on? And I went, I think I've got some guests. And then we had some dropouts. Hi, Courtney, as well. So we had some dropouts, and then I messaged Steve and said, do you fancy coming on as well? So it's great. The only complication will be we'll probably be playing games with the sound. So here they are. Look at that for a rogues gallery. I mean, isn't
the devil never casts his net.
yeah. Isn't that just a bunch of the sorriest looking mess of people you've ever seen? We're talking prison material people.
Say, Steve, we can always go and watch telly.
Oh, we can. We can.
No, steady on. None of that. So hi, Rex. We've still yet to see you kind of do kind of piano and do some Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and stuff. There's a guy we met on the open mic. Sarah, hi, Andy and friends. Just driving home from tomahawk throwing in a dark, cold field with cubs.
Ooh, blimey.
That sounds extremely dangerous and life-threatening, really, doesn't it? So let me read that again. Just driving home from tomahawk throwing in a dark, cold field with cubs. Do we wonder who she was throwing the tomahawks at? Were the cubs the target practice? I hope not. So say hello, folks.
Hello. Was that an order?
It was a direct order. Yes. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. My second time here. I was here. Was it 2 weeks ago, Andy? I can't remember. Was it 3? Can't remember.
Do you know what? At this stage in life, I can't remember either, and I'm not going to worry about it.
I've got news for you. It gets worse.
It wasn't last week. It was the week before, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, I'll apologise because I forced myself on them last week. So.
Sure. Do you know what? I always said this was just going to be about kind of friends getting together, having a bit of a sing-song and enjoying it. So that's what it is. That is what it is.
I feel like the rebel without the earphones on.
I have to say, you are the person who likes being put in the corner and sitting on the naughty step.
It's the Princess Leia look, Joe.
Every time we've said to him, get some bloody headphones and put it in because it's so much easier, he's going, I am not wearing headphones. I end up looking like an inverted Mickey Mouse. It's
not happening.
I think it does take some getting used to, but that's just me.
Right, so let's. Sarah's just put no cubs were harmed in the process. Yeah, and none that can technically still testify anymore. Yeah. So let's do some songs. So shall I kick it off? So if you guys pop yourselves on mute, I'll kick off with a song. And it's just as well Gareth's here because I'm going to do a Don Williams tune. If I can remember the words. Gareth, don't judge me, dude. Seriously, don't judge me. So this is a Don Williams tune. So I'm going to do some covers tonight as well because I don't do that many covers and I'm feeling in a covers mood. So that is what we're doing. I bet the bloody key's going to be wrong as well. I've held it all inward. Lord knows I've tried. It's a country, it's rough. I've gone wrong already. This is what tiredness does to you. I'm going to move it up a key, actually.
That was going so well as well.
Do you know what it was? Let's not talk of this ever again. Let's pretend that never happened. At least, Gareth, you know what song it is now. I've held it all inward. Lord knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening, country boys alive. To look in the mirror in total surprise at the hair on your shoulders and the age in your eyes. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Now a measure of people don't understand the pleasures of life in a hillbilly band. I got my first guitar when I was 14, and I'm over 30, still wearing jeans. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Something like that. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life, fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Amanda, light of my life. Got more wrong again. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Oh, bollocks. We go for the jazz chords. Oh well, not a good way to start really. But the good thing
It was
is it
fine.
can only get better.
It was fine.
So I'm telling you, boys,
Absolutely.
make sure it's bloody better than I've just done. That was a train wreck and a half. Never mind. And I so wanted to
No,
impress
tight.
Gareth as well, because we share a love of Don Williams.
No cubs were harmed in the playing of that song. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Although somebody I think probably wants to throw a tomahawk at me now.
It's right. So you're proving it's live.
That's it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
it. Oh yes,
That's fine.
yes, yeah. And the reality is,
That tomahawk comment is very scary, I think.
do you know,
Yes, that's
I was doing some work in Poland, and the delegates that we were working with treated us to like a traditional Polish campfire in the woods, and we had all this kind of open meat sausage and all this kind of stuff. And about 25 minutes in, I hear this. I go, what the hell was that? And then I hear this, and then I hear this. And I look around, and there's this tiny little guy about 2'4", and he's throwing this axe right through the middle of these trees, and it's going straight into this tree. And I'm going, oh my God, get me home now, get me home. But I'll tell you, it was a good shot, which was even more worrying. At least if he had a missed a few times, I would have thought, I've got a chance if I run now. You know, he's not going to hit me. Right. Before it goes too crazy, one of you guys start playing. We'll go with Dave as you're on my top right.
Okay.
So if we all mute ourselves, Dave, you'll need to turn off your echo cancellation just so that it sounds lovely.
Let's have a look.
And then we'll mute ourselves. And then the floor's yours.
You want the stereo on though, don't you? Okay. Right, that's it. Done my deeds. So I'm going to start off with an old Beatles song that everybody will know. It's called "I Feel Fine." Baby's good to me, you know she's happy as can be, you know she said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says you're mine, you know, she tells me all the time, you know, she said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad that she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that a baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Baby says you're mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know, she said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad that she's my little girl. She is so glad she's telling all the world that a baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. She's in love with me, I feel fine. She's in love with me, I feel fine.
Right, do your little tick.
Well done, Dave.
Although,
Is that an echo? Is that an
although
echo? Oh,
if he doesn't do his ticket, it'll sound like there's 8 of us. Sound like there's 8 of us in the room. Yeah.
8-part harmony.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. We don't. We like the echo.
Do you want the
at certain times,
stereo?
like
Do you want the stereo audio left on? Ticked.
Yeah, you can leave that on.
Yeah.
As long as there's no echo, that's fine. So yeah, Gareth, what I've realised is that because we're streaming to 3 different places, we're streaming to my profile on Facebook, my music page, and YouTube. That I don't know whether if I make a comment, if someone's commenting on my profile page, I don't know whether if I'm commenting on my music page they can see it. So I'll soon know if nobody responds to what I'm saying. But Gareth, I was asking if you'll come on next week and join me again, and we'll have some country. That sounded like Jamaican, really, didn't it? Some country. Ivy. You can comment in the chat. Say yes. That's the only answer I accept is yes. Yeah, there you go. You can't see my posts. I've been talking to you for about half an hour. I thought you were a miserable sod and you just couldn't, you weren't responding. So if you want to have a think about it, if you want to come on next week, that'd be awesome. We'll do some country.
Andy.
Yes.
Andy. It's
yes. Oh, you're lagging. I missed that. Say that again. What? He's frozen.
Joe's frozen.
Turn the fire up, Joe.
Yeah, you did. You froze for
Did
us
for a
little
moment,
while.
yes, Joe.
What did you say? I missed it.
It was funny when you put your hand up to the screen at that point. It was like that advert that's around at the moment where they put this enormous hand on. Have you seen it?
Sure. Oh, like that.
You put your hand like near the screen. It was funny. Yeah. Like you got this giant hand.
Yeah. Maybe I have got a giant hand. Look, they're different sizes. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, right, Joe, give us a song. So Gareth is going to do the week after next, which is awesome. So I'll make that a country week, and it will either just be me and you, or it will be somebody else I can find who does country as well, and I have enough respect for.
How's that guitar sound, Andy?
It's clear enough to me. It's just not. It's not very loud. But in fact, we'll ask the audience. Can you hear Joe's guitar? I reckon if that was in my right ear as well, that would sound fine. So if people are listening to it on speakers, that's.
I just think you're deaf in one ear. Okay,
I'm
ready to
pretty
go.
much. Go on then, just give it a go. Just pluck hard.
That's a bit of a tongue twister you might get wrong one day.
Yeah, pluck hard. Yeah.
I thought this would be really up. This is called Winter Call. You always disappear at the winter call, melting like ice as the snowflakes fall. The tree that stood so strong and tall, now naked as the cold wind blows. You came to me in springtime, sparkling like sunshine, driving my tears away. We watch the sunflowers grow, watch vermilion sunsets fade and slow. We bask in the warmth of the afterglow, whispered love in secrets hushed and low. You came to me in springtime, sparkling like sunshine, driving my tears away. flutter like a butterfly, painting grey to blue skies with a smile. But autumn creeps and rushes by, my colour fades and your love flies by. You came to me in springtime, sparkling like sunshine, driving my tears away. You always disappear at the winter call, melting like ice as the snowflakes fall. You always disappear at the winter call, melting like ice as the snowflakes fall. You always disappear at winter call. That was winter
Very
call.
nice.
Jeez.
Oh,
You
really
enjoyed
nice that was. Really nice.
You play and sing so delicately, it flipping annoying. Because I sing like a bull in a china shop most of the
don't
time.
at all.
I wish. Well, I don't sing. I would love to be able to control my vocal as softly as you do, with the way you sing. I just can't. If I do, it goes like that, and I sing like a weird choir boy, which is not a good sound, really.
Can I just before I pass the mic over, I've definitely not got high blood pressure, but I'm looking at this camera thinking, why am I so red? And I've got a rubbishy camera that just self-adjusts the colour temperature, and I've got a little light at the side, to sort of brighten up the thing. It doesn't matter what colour temperature I move that to, the camera adjusts back, so I keep looking like this port drinking old man.
Has it got no adjustment whatsoever?
No, the camera itself's got nothing. No,
Right.
it's too cheap.
I know the feeling, Joe. Don't worry about it. I know the feeling.
I wish I was on the port.
Well, I look like I want a blood transfusion.
You got too much light going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let's not even get started about what I look like. With a beard that's only painted down the middle, I look like an upside down bloody Hitler or something. Very weird. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Dawn's saying, but that's what makes you unique.
I don't
fact
look
that
as
you
white
are-
now. Is that better?
The fact that you got weird coloration on you. It's what makes you unique.
Yeah.
That's right.
You look like you haven't hot. You look like you haven't hot flushed, Joe.
I know.
Don't tell him that. He's already paranoid enough that he looks like a beetroot. He doesn't really. He
I
just-
am.
I'm the
I
guy
asked-
that's having those. I have 2 or 3 a night with this prostate removal thing since I've had the hormone tablets. Well, I stopped taking them now, but I've still got the problem.
Ah,
I was wondering if it's anything to do with my first glass of Scrumpy. It was my birthday last week.
ah.
And one of my pals turned up today, and he's bought me a 35-pint casket of cider. It's just
Just
deadly.
remember, it's not a target to drink it all in one go.
Yeah.
Otherwise
That's
you
probably why I
seriously
can
will
only
be
hear you in
pickled.
one side, Joe. Blame the cider.
I'm singing out one side of my mouth.
You can save it till after the lockdown, you know.
Right, okay, shut up, you freaks. Now it's Steve's go. Come on, Steve, give us a tune. Give us a tune.
Give us a tune. Okay. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, Dave and I don't just play Beatles songs, we do play other stuff as well. Sometimes even older. But anyway, here is a Beatles song because it sounds a bit morbid, but for those of us of a certain age who grew up with the Beatles, John Lennon was a bit of a hero, and he's probably not a very nice bloke by all accounts, but he was a bit of a hero for those of us of a certain generation. Anyway, yesterday, as you probably know, was the 40th anniversary of when he got shot, which sounds a bit morbid. Anyway, I was going to do one of his tunes. It's one of my favourites of his. I'm sure you'll all know it. It's In My Life. Oh, just a quick sound check. Can you hear that, by the way? Is that okay? Okay, right. Right, don't touch anything. There are places I'll remember all my life. Some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Right. That was great. So I like the really kind of professional, cool thing you do that like pop stars do on stage and stuff when they're playing, where he's got a plectrum here and he kind of does all the picking and then grabs his plectrum again and starts picking and then he puts it down and picks again. I'd be like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? I've dropped it.
Oh, trust me, that has happened. That has happened.
Do you know what? I wanted one of those things that goes on the mic bit that you can put plectrums in. Not because I wanted to hold plectrums, just because I thought it looked really cool and I'd look more professional.
Yeah.
How stupid is that? How stupid is that?
Andy, there's a guy who plays around sort of Shropshire. He goes to Brood occasionally. I don't know if you've seen him, but he plays and sings, and he's got the pick in his mouth, and he's playing away and singing, and then grabs it out of his mouth, plays, puts it back, carries on singing.
It's when he coughs and throws the pick.
I do that as well. Weirdly, I'm not so much now because I don't play as much with a plectrum, but I used to do it quite a lot. I used to have it right tucked in the corner of my lip here. And I'd be singing away and people would be laughing and I'd go, what are you laughing at? They go, you still got the pick in your mouth. And I go, well, that's where I keep it. So I don't lose it. Yeah, it is.
He doesn't have it like sticking out. His is inside his mouth.
Oh, God, no. I mean, that's
see
just, that's disgusting, that is. That's about, it's like, oh, no, that's not, no, mine was just hanging out here. Right. Welcome, David Ward. Mr. Mandolin Man.
Oh, right.
Someday, hopefully, we'll get to see you play it again.
Mm.
Right, what should I do? I have no idea what I'm going to do next. I feel so disorganised. Just like every other day of my life, really. I have no idea. Literally, I've got no idea. Nothing's coming to me. Requests, people.
Daisy.
Daisy. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
That song could be like a John Denver song, I think.
Do you know how many people have said that? So I suspect somewhere when I early on when I got to know Joe, I did a song and he said I recognise the chord progression to that, and I said, well, of course you do. I nicked it from John Denver, and it's so somewhere with Daisy there is probably a John Denver song that sounds exactly like Daisy, and you'll go, oh my god, he stole the chord progression. I didn't, but I can see why people would think that. Right.
Can anybody actually come up with an original chord progression these days?
I can't see how you can. I mean, there's that many, but there's still 12.
Yeah, that's where all these people start doing those weird diminished chords and all that kind of stuff as well. Anyway,
it's a great
Daisy.
Song. Andy, it's a great song.
Yeah.
I do like it. It is a great one. It's another one that Sam has sort of said is now his, really. But what else can I expect? So Dee said play the Elvis one that I did at Robert's Honky Tonk Bar. I might play that in a bit. It's a bit loud and a bit aggressive, but these guys have heard it all before, so I might do that one afterwards. So here is Daisy. So guys, if you pop yourself on mute. I can't remember what key I do it in. Right. We'll go with this key. Sounds about right. Daisy, are you dancing just for me? Does the wind blow soft against your leaves? Does the sun feel like heaven? Do you long to feel the rain? Daisy, would you dance for me again? Daisy, can I sing for you a while? Simple melody to make you smile. I hope it makes you happy and you ask me to encore. Daisy, would you dance for me some more? I'll be waiting while the stars light up the night sky. I'll be waiting while the fox begins to play. I'll be waiting while the moon fades and you're kissed by morning dew. Daisy, I'll be waiting here for you. Daisy, the sun is sinking low. I think maybe it's time for you to go. Rest your weary self a while, for the morning brings anew. Daisy, I'll be waiting here for you. I'll be waiting while the stars light up the night sky. I'll be waiting while the fox begins to play. I'll be waiting while the moon fades and you're kissed by morning dew. I'll be waiting while the stars light up the night sky. I'll be waiting while the fox begins to play. I'll be waiting while the moon fades and you're kissed by morning dew. Daisy, I'll be waiting here for you. I'll be waiting while the stars light up the night sky. I'll be waiting while the fox begins to play. I'll be waiting while the moon fades and you're kissed by morning dew. Daisy, until then, I'll miss you. Daisy, until then, I'll miss you. There we go, a little
Great
bit
song.
of Daisy.
How lovely that is.
Very
Beautiful.
nice. Good song.
Thank you very much, Maria. Thank you. Right, so Dave, you're going to go. Have you ticked the echo cancellation thingy?
No,
Boss?
no, not yet.
Get a move on. Get a move
Boy,
on. What are you doing now? What song?
I'm going to Everly Brothers song.
Okay. Cool.
okay.
Cool.
You know
Right,
you're getting
we shall
old.
go on mute.
Well,
on the
you know you're getting
floor.
old when you hear the song as an advert on the TV.
You know you're getting famous when you hear your own song on an advert on the TV.
No, it's not my own song, it's their song, you know.
Floor's yours.
It's only a little one. Love hurts, love scars, love wounds and mars. Any heart not enough, not strong enough to take a lot of pain, take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud, holds a lot of rain. Love hurts. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I've learned it from you. I've really learned a lot, really learned a lot. Love is like a stove, burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. Some fools rave of happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools themselves, I guess, but they're not fooling me. I know it isn't true, no it isn't true. Love is like a light to make you blue. Love hurts. Love hurts.
Yep, nice one, Dave. Enjoyed that.
Do your little tick thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's getting more and more comments, which is good.
That's it. Yeah.
Sounds like he's got an audience of thousands.
Catherine Stelliger. Hello, how are you?
Leading from London.
Your absence has been noticed, by the way. We have missed you. So Catherine is... so Catherine used to... let me get this right. Catherine used to live in Nashville. She then moved to the UK and lives in London, I think. But she's originally from Germany. But she does this thing with drawings and ink and water, and it creates this lovely little effect. And she did a daisy when I was singing Daisy. And I saw a picture of it. She sent it through on the chat, and I went, "Oh my God, that's amazing!" So I've asked her whether I can use it as a single cover when I release Daisy, and she said yes. So that was
Great.
very nice of her.
Great.
Yeah, it's really cool. So welcome back. Hope you've had a great time travelling and everything. So we have another guest who's joining us, who's just decided to drag his backside out of bed, have a shave, have a wash, get himself ready, and join us. You know who I'm talking about already, don't you? It is the one and only. His name is Mr. Sam Schemmel, but to his friends he's called Shimmelly Melly 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 Melly. It is Sam Schemmel!
Hello!
He's got that
Evening,
moody,
Sam.
seductive lightning going on again.
Oh, yeah.
Lighting. Did I say lightning? I think I did.
How is everyone?
Yeah, we're fine. Are you?
Very well.
Sam,
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm top. I'm top. I've got a new car.
I can't believe you got a new car. It looks so sexy.
It is really nice.
Well,
it is
Joe.
really nice.
Well, Joe.
Way too many gadgets for a div like me, but it's like it just looks cool.
You'll have to get the youngsters to show you how it's meant to work.
Do you know what? He's trying to, and it's getting irritating because he's going so fast I can't keep up. My brain is fried. Right. Who's creaking like that? Dave, is that your bones or is that your chair?
It's my chair. I'm going to get the WD-40 on it in a second.
I thought it was your
No.
bones, mate.
Just because I'm 70 odd, there's no need to pick on me.
Yeah.
It's going to get a spray in right now.
Why change the habit of a lifetime? I pick on everyone. If I pick on them first, they can't pick on me back. Joe, what are you doing for us this time?
Good question.
Buckets and spades. I love it when someone. I love it when.
Did you see me turn
did.
the video off?
What did
by
you
the
do?
way?
Fall off the chair?
So did you see me turn the video
Yeah.
off for a short while? Yeah, you did. I didn't want you to see my walk of shame as I went to get the next cider.
Yeah. What we will see probably, because the cider is so strong, what we'll see probably in the next half an hour is your speech will start to get like that. And your songs will suddenly take on the words will mix into each other. Right,
so this is a new one.
Oh,
This is
how
a new
new?
one. Well, you heard some of it last week, Andy. It's about 2 weeks old.
Okay.
It's called How About You?
Cool. Floor's yours.
Can you believe in love at first sight? When the darkest day becomes the whitest night, I know you'll run if you say too many things, suffocating when expectation sings. I only know the parts of you I want to rub off on me and turn me into the better man I know I can be. Would I follow you wherever you go? Or would I I stay, would you know? Could you breathe if I ran too fast? Or would you hide away from memories past? I only know the parts of you I want to rub off on me and turn me into the better man I know I can be. Can you see through the fog at night, alone in your bed, and I'm out of sight? When your deepest, darkest thoughts prevail, will you come to me to get you out of the jail? 'Cause I'm the cavalry, not the enemy. I've scouted for you all my life. Now I'm battered and bruised, but smiling somehow. How about you? How about you?
That was great.
Thank you,
That
thank
was
you.
great. Where did that song come from?
It's a secret.
Was it? It's about an ex, people. It's about an ex. It has to be if it's a secret. Either that or he's committed a crime and he doesn't want to admit it.
Joe, Mr. Bayliss, that was very, 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 very pretty.
Oh, thank you, Samuel.
And I'd like the chords and words for that.
Don't let him
please.
have them.
Andy, he's doing it again.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll send it you, Sam.
Yeah, but mate, that honestly, Joe, that is
I'd
so
love-
nice.
We were
mate,
saying this
really
last
nice.
time. No one ever covers my songs. I'd love someone to do some of my songs. I think
Just
it's
too bloody
They
complicated.
will know.
That's why. At least mine are easy. Yeah. Yeah. That's the
They're not. I've
answer.
tried
I've got to
to
make
be
them more
yours.
complicated. Yeah. Oh, someone's asking for Jerry Rafferty.
Oh,
Steve,
blimey.
Whoa.
Didn't you do one before, Jerry Rafferty? Didn't you do something like, was it Baker Street or something like that?
Who was
Or
that,
am I
Andy?
just imagining that?
Dawn's just put Sam you songs thief. She's getting to know me already.
He is. Never a truer word spoken. Someone was asking for a Jerry Rafferty. Molly was asking for Jerry Rafferty. I thought I'd heard you do a Jerry Rafferty one, Steve, but I might have completely made that up.
I thought Steve did one last time, didn't he? I thought.
That's what I thought he did. But
A Rafferty song? No,
yeah.
I've never really had a go at Baker Street. I don't think it fits with an acoustic
it wasn't
guitar,
that.
really.
No,
I
maybe
mean,
it
there are
wasn't.
others. I don't think I had a go last week with a Rafferty song. He got me thinking now. Or last time, I should say.
Oh.
I probably just made it up actually and just put you on the spot. Never mind.
Knowing Andy's
Never
made
mind.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
possible.
I was in the same world as Andy at the time when I thought you'd sung it.
See,
Oh,
there you go.
Dawn
It's
put yes,
catchy.
Baker Street.
Yeah. Anybody got a spare saxophone to hand? God.
Yeah. That is an awesome song. It is an awesome
That's an
song.
awesome saxophone piece as well.
Yeah, it is.
So you haven't missed Footprints yet, Catherine, and who else asked for it? Was it Maria? Asked for Footprints as well. You haven't missed it yet. We haven't done it.
I
At
like
least
the way you
haven't.
went. We haven't done it. You're learning.
Yeah.
He's learning, Joe.
I knew what was coming. Steve, what are you going to sing for us?
Well, I'm going to sneak a new one in. the only new one I'll do this evening. I've only ever done this twice in well, I'm going to say in public on an open mic. Dave heard it last night. A bit of background. A few months ago, bearing in mind it's lockdown and what have you. For those of you who don't know, but I do voluntary work at Cork Abbey for the National Trust. And there's an awful lot of vintage ancient trees there. It's a site of special scientific interest and National Nature Reserve, all that kind of stuff. But there's some really ancient trees there, and there's one particular oak tree. It's called the Old Man of Cork, which ain't me. It's this tree, I can assure you, and it's between 1,000 and 1,200 years old. And every time I go past this thing, it just absolutely blows my mind, to use like a 60s phrase. I think, if this thing could talk, it was around when, William the Conqueror arrived, 1,000+ years ago. So I wrote a song, a bit bizarrely, about a tree, just this one specific tree. And it's called 1,000 Years. And this thing absolutely fascinates me. So here we go. Can you hear that okay? Things you've seen since you set root, things you've heard since your first shoot, things you've felt upon your bark, centuries have made their mark. If you could speak, what would I hear? Voice of ages ringing clear, empires rise and fall, the age of men, you've seen it all. 1,000 years have passed you by, yet still you stand against the sky. In a world of trouble, in a world of tears, what have you seen in your 1,000 years? Pilgrims have made their mark, a point in time upon your bark. Lovers too have passed this way, their hearts entwined still here today. The seasons turn, the years they go, your leaves they fall and then they grow. You slumber in the winter chill, yet see the world for good and ill. 1,000 years have passed you by, yet still you stand against the sky. In a world of trouble, in a world of tears, what have you seen in your 1,000 years? Life on earth and all we do, the air we breathe depends on you. And there you stand now wishing well, a guardian, a sentinel. In 1,000 years I'll be no more, a footnote, a closing door, but here you'll be beyond all tears. What will they hold those 1,000 years? 1,000 years have passed you by, yet still you stand against the sky. In a world of trouble, in a world of tears, what have you seen in your 1,000 years? 1,000 years have passed you by, yet still you stand against the sky. In a world of trouble, in a world of tears, what have you seen in 1,000 years?
Yeah,
That
good
was
song. I
right
like
good,
that one.
Steve. Right good,
like
that
that
one.
Thank
I
you.
like that. I liked it last night, and I liked it even more to hear it again.
Good
tonight.
stuff, thank you.
Yeah.
Bit of a strange subject, but there we are.
Sometimes, then.
Not
Right,
really,
some of
because
those are the
you know
best.
you're talking about. I mean, it is amazing when you think stood there all that time and the complete changes in the way the world operates
Yep,
in all that time.
yep.
But
Yep.
it's also the way you write the song. It lends itself to being a great analogy for things in life, anyway, doesn't it? So
Mm.
Yep.
you can almost go to some people. It's not about a tree at all.
True, yeah,
Yeah.
true. Good point. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I would always say to me, it's not about a tree. The tree the metaphor for something else. Whatever it else is what I take from it, and that's one of the things I love about people that kind of write their songs is what they mean by the song and what somebody else takes it to mean can be very different things, and you kind of go, well, who cares? Because as long as it connects
Yes,
with
exactly.
somebody, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think whatever it invokes in somebody's imagination, if you like, that's fair enough. If it has some effect.
I still have no idea what Daisy's about, but I'm sure there'll be a metaphor in there somewhere. You know, there will be.
Yes.
You wait till
Sam,
you get
what
singing
you
Daffodil.
Do you know what I said? I said the other night. I said this is one of many songs now. So I've started off with Daisy. Next will be Tulips. Then it'll be Daffodil. Then it'll be Rose.
Bluebells.
Right. Yeah. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm going to do one for Dawn.
Do One for Dawn. You've written
Yeah.
a song called One for Dawn. That's
no, it's a
marvellous,
Scottish
man.
song.
Caledonia.
That's the one.
Ah, love this. Love this. Put yourself on mute, Dave. He's in the zone. He's forgotten.
Well, I don't know if you can see the things that have come over me. The last few days I've been afraid that I might drift away. Well, I've been telling stories, singing songs, thinking about where I came from. But that's the reason why I seem so very far away today. So let me tell you that I love you. I think about you all the time. 'Cause Caledonia, you're calling me. Well, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, I know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I have moved and kept on moving, proved the points that I need proving. Well, I've lost friends I've needed losing, found others on the way. And I've kissed the latest, left them crying. Stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. 'Cause Caledonia, you're calling me. Well, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, I know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I'm sitting here before the fire, an empty room, a forest choir, flames that couldn't get any higher. They've withered, now you're gone. But I'm steadily thinking that my way is clear, and I know what I'll do tomorrow. When hands have shaken and kisses flown, I'll steadily disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. 'Cause Caledonia, you're calling me. Well, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, I know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. 'Cause Caledonia, you're calling me. Well, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, I know that it would make me more than sad. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. 'Cause Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Not bad, Mr.
It's
Shaw,
always hard when
not
you do
bad
that
at
tuning because you can never
all.
get. Unfortunately, because I've got really light strings on, I can never get me top C to be like properly in C. So it's always slightly flat, but yeah, he does the job, doesn't he? So
Have you got it on open
Yeah.
C tuning, or is it?
yeah, it's
that
you know
good?
open C.
Open C
Yeah,
tuning,
yeah.
yeah. Like Doogie
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, look.
That is a good tuning for a guitar. It really is.
It really
It
is.
means I can play most chords with 2 fingers, so this bloody third finger doesn't get in the way. So Ellie, I did post a message, but I'm not sure if you saw it. I have done Daisy already, I'm afraid, but don't worry, there'll be plenty of other times, and I'll wait next time. So Molly, is that Molly as in Lisa's Molly, Lisa and Deanne, or is that a different Molly? Just that if you're asking for me and Julio, I'm guessing you must be. In fact, no, because that would be Lisa Brooks, wouldn't it? That would be Molly Brooks. So you must be a different Molly. Okay. Me and Julio, I might do that in a minute. But I've had a request for the Elvis tune. That's All Right, Mama, and Night Train to Memphis. Now this, be careful people, because this could blow your speakers. Because this is a bit loud and a bit aggressive. And it needs you all to join in. There is a certain part of the song where I sing Hallelujah and you need to sing Hallelujah back. So we're going to try it now with these guys. This is going to go horribly wrong. We're going to try it now. When I say Hallelujah, I want you to say Hallelujah back to me. Right, 3, 2, 1, Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
What, guys? Joe was the only one who said something then. Guys, don't leave me hanging.
No,
I
I
didn't
said
hear it.
something.
It wasn't. It was
You're
Steve.
unmuted. Right, 3, 2, 1, Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
God, I've gone deaf. Right, so people, you just got to copy these guys when we get to that point. God, this is going to go so wrong. Well, that's all right, Mama. Bloody reverb. I knew I'd make it. Bloody reverb. That'll be on my epitaph, I tell you. Bloody reverb. Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do, that's all right. That's all right. Well, that's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that gal you're fooling, wish she ain't no good for you. That's alright, that's alright. Well, that's alright now, Mama, any way you do. Well, take that night train to Memphis, take that night train to Memphis, and when you arrive at the station, well, I'm gonna be right there to meet you. I'm gonna be right there to greet you. So don't turn down my invitation. Everybody, hallelujah.
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 Oh, they're so slow. Hallelujah. I forgot the words. We're gonna have a jubilee down in Memphis, Tennessee. We're gonna shout hallelujah all the way. Guitar bit. Well, take that night train to Memphis. Take that night train to Memphis. And when you arrive at the station, well, I'm gonna be right there to meet you. I'm gonna be right there to preach it. So don't turn down my invitation. Everybody, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Get it on bloody time. Hallelujah. Oh, for God, you're sacked. We'll be shouting hallelujah all the way. Well, we're gonna have a jubilee down in Memphis, Tennessee. We're gonna shout hallelujah all the way. One more time. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Bloody rubbish. Hallelujah. We're gonna shout hallelujah all the way. Well, we're gonna have a jubilee down in Memphis, Tennessee. We're gonna shout hallelujah all the way. Yeah, we're gonna shout hallelujah all the way. Yeah, we're gonna shout hallelujah all the way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you should see the lights on my mixer. They're like clipping everywhere. They're going, no, that's too loud. That's too loud.
And of course, you're waiting for the hallelujah back, but we're hearing it with a delay, aren't we?
Yeah,
So
we
it
are.
must be
Yeah, keep telling
ages for
yourselves
you.
that. That was about like 45-second delay.
It seemed instant to us.
That was good. That was good fun. It goes much smoother live, generally. It does. Promise. I promise. Right, Mr. Mason.
Hang on.
Thank you, Dawn. Bless you for saying that was excellent. You're lying, but I appreciate it. I appreciate
She
it.
means the hallelujahs.
Yeah. What do they say? Never work with animals and old farts. And I think I'm working with both, but never mind.
I say, why am I on then?
Right, yeah.
Right, Mr. Mason, the floor is yours. What are you doing for us?
Well, see, now we're trying to keep these people across the pond happy. I suppose we'd better have a look at something from there. It's in my old Elvis Presley book.
Don't try and outdo me.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If it made you feel second best, girl, I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love didn't die. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied. said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave.
Great job, Dave.
Nice one, Dave.
Guitar sounded lovely.
So we're all on the spot,
Sounded
are we?
lovely.
So we're all on the spot, are we? We've all got to do an Elvis
I was
song.
just about
I don't
to
think so.
type. I was just about to type. Joe can do In the Ghetto, and he put it in himself. He went, I did that last week, last time. Yeah.
I only know one Elvis one, and you'll probably all do it before it gets to me. So.
In the Ghetto is my one as well. That's
Yeah,
the one
that's
I know.
it.
Oh no, I don't know that one.
What's your one then?
I'll have a
Simon?
go after. I'll have a go after
I only
my
know
next
one
turn.
review.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's a great song. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that
not
one.
to bloody karaoke though.
No, I'm allowed to play it, you bugger.
I'll have a go after my next song. Not ready for it yet.
What are you doing
So
this time round then?
It's not
are
me.
you
It's
doing?
Joe.
Of
Is it
course
me?
is.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, of course
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
in the ghetto,
Yeah.
Joe.
I knew that. I was just testing.
Yeah, yeah.
Joe, what are you doing?
Right. I'm doing
In the ghetto.
no. Nightingale.
You've got to. It's an Elvis round.
I did it last week. Right.
Look,
this
do
is,
don't
yeah,
wear
this is
headphones.
Nightingale.
Don't get told what
Oh.
to do.
Oh, everyone's
Right.
saying Andy
You-
do footprints and might not be able to sing it tonight.
Here's to the king.
My song.
Is it? It is me now. Yeah. Threw me then. Okay, yeah, this is Nightingale.
Looking at the plaster on my skin, healing the wound from careless hands. When a momentary lapse in concentration and the ruby red river runs cold. Where's the plaster for life's cuts and bruises? Where's your crutch when limping from a fall? Where's the x-ray camera when you're broken? And who's your nightingale to love you now? Now, 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 now. Reflecting on the man in the mirror, wondering where the little child has gone. But a momentary lapse in concentration, and look at what innocence has become. Where's the plaster for life's cuts and bruises? Where's your crutch when limping from a fall? Where's the x-ray camera when you're broken? And who's your nightingale to love you now? Now, to love you now, now. Who's your nightingale? Who's your nightingale? Every child needs a kiss to make it better. Every man needs a hand to hold. But a momentary lapse in concentration, and the long nights are lonely on your own. Where's the plaster for life's cuts and bruises? Where's your crutch when limping from a fall? Where's the x-ray camera when you're broken? And who's your nightingale to love you now? Now, now, now. Who's your nightingale? Who's your nightingale? Who's your nightingale? Who's your nightingale?
Nightingale by Elvis.
Very nice, very nice.
Nice one, yeah.
Is that not? Was that not meant to be called something else? And we were trying to figure a name out for it. And we
Yeah,
went
yeah.
Nightingale, and you were going, no, it's going to be called something else.
Momentary
And
lapse.
now it's
yeah.
Nightingale again. That's it. And now it's
Momentary
Nightingale.
lapse, yeah. You know, very spookily, I've got a friend on Facebook through another friend, and the last week he posted he's just published a book, and it was called Momentary Lapse in Concentration. I'm going, oh, that's spooky. That's really spooky.
He nicked it, mate. He nicked it off you. That's what he did. He was waiting for you to go back to Nightingale and go, yeah, I can have it now. I'm safe.
Yeah. So I still say it should be called Nightingale. We'll do what Sam does. We'll go, oh, play that Nightingale song. And then at some point...
Oh, don't
we'll go,
you
for
start.
God's sake.
Don't you start, because you know what I'll do.
For God's sake, I'll just call it Nightingale.
Oh,
Thanks.
so I need to push you a bit more on something then.
No, you bloody don't.
Thanks, Dawn, and thanks, Molly, for your comment. Thank you. Oh, nice one from Catherine. Thank you.
Mr. Franklin, what are you going to do?
It's come round quickly. I was going to do something, but I saw a couple of requests go through. One disappeared off the top. I can't remember who it was. Said, James Taylor, you've got a friend, which I haven't got. But then Molly has requested James Taylor. Okay, she asked Joe to do it.
I love James Taylor.
But I've got his other well-known song. It's got quite a few, but so I'll do Fire and Rain, and hopefully that
Great song.
I can do a decent job. Sorry, Joe, this was your request, but anyway. As usual, can you hear that? Okay. Yesterday morning, let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning, I wrote down this song. Just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Look down upon me, Jesus. You gotta help me make a stand. Just gotta see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. I've been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Hours of time on the telephone line, talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again.
It's such a great song, Steve.
Yeah, it's a standard, really, isn't it? It's a classic. Yep.
Yeah, it's just...
I could have maybe done with being a fret or two higher, but hey, you know, never mind.
That sounded right to me. What kappa did you have it on?
3.
Oh, yeah, it sounds about right.
I mean, the original key's in A.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
right,
He wrote that for a friend of his that died, didn't he?
Yep.
Was that one?
Yep.
What was that, Andy? Sorry?
He wrote it for a friend of his that died or something. He found out the news and he kind of walked out of this building he was in, sat down and wrote the song, which is like the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as well, I mean, I saw a documentary on him a little while ago, and he had lots of sort of mental health problems. And there was also a comment that he also wrote it about, you know, personal experience, fire and rain and all that kind of stuff. May as well be a bit of both. Friend of his, but himself as well, apparently.
Wow.
Anyway.
And we know what they were all doing back then as well.
Yes.
So that probably didn't help.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's got one of those voices which is almost like instantly recognisable. It's an amazing sort of velvety voice. But anyway.
And his playing style as well.
Yes, yeah.
You can usually pick out his playing style as well when it's going to be him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Mr. S Music, what are you going to play?
Right, I'm going to do something I've not done for ages, so you should know this song, Andy. The others may not know this song. Joe might know this song, but you should definitely know this song.
Mandolin Orange.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Right, okay, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go for it. She came from Chicago, where the mighty wind blows. She was a picture in a frame, he said. We gotta hit the highway. Are you going my way? And she didn't say her name, and I said, 'cause I've been looking for a girl like you to come traveling with a boy like me. So won't you come and sing a little melody? And I've been waiting for a partner in crime, split every dollar, well share every dime. So won't you come and sing a little harmony? I've not got this scrolling fast enough. And through Colorado and on to the next show, we were dancing in the street. It didn't matter where we were as long as we're together. We could always feel the beat. And I said,
'Cause I've been looking for a girl like you to come traveling with a boy like me. Won't you come and sing a little melody? Can you start it for me? Here you go. Well, I've been waiting for a partner in crime. Split every dollar, we'll share every dime. Won't you come and sing a little harmony? Oh, I forgot he does this, didn't he? Because, ooh, ooh, and ooh. We hit San Francisco, and it felt just like home. And we didn't want to leave. But we got back on the road, and yeah, well, we followed the coast to see what we could see. And I said, 'cause I've been looking for a girl like you to come traveling with a boy like me. So won't you come and sing a little melody? 'Cause I've been waiting for a partner in crime. Split every dollar, we'll share every dime. Well, won't you come and sing a little harmony? And ooh, and ooh, and ooh. Where's the next beat? Well, I've been looking for a girl like you to come traveling with a boy like me. So won't you come and sing a little melody? 'Cause I've been waiting for a partner in crime. Split every dollar, we'll share every dime. So won't you come and sing a little harmony? And ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and ooh, oh, something like ooh. Now you'll have to scroll right down to the bottom for me, babe. It's alright, it's not scrolling fast enough. But we'll get there. There's only one more verse, chorus. We're down in San Diego. It's as far as we'll go. And I still don't know her name. Thank you. I just looked at the girlfriend and went, please scroll, it's not fast enough. Help.
Help me.
I'd sung that
Don't
for
leave me
absolute
drowning.
years. I think the last time was...
Well, I thought it was Rolling Stone when you started off.
Did you really?
I did. I was fooled.
The chord progression's the opposite way round.
That might be to you, but in my head it still sounds similar. But then, to me, all Passenger songs sound very similar. Apart from 27 years. That sounds
No,
right.
but he's not Passenger though, is he? It's the fabulous
of course,
Mr.
Stu
Stu Larson. Yeah.
Who is the best friend of Passenger?
Who is the best friend of... Well, they travelled on... They toured for, 2.5 years together.
That's it. Is it?
And I think they're back on... They was back on tour just before
They
lockdown,
were.
I think, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. That's it. He's now in some remote island.
I know, yeah.
Back
Some
of
crazy
Scotland
place.
somewhere,
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
probably writing shitloads of what I call, the weed songs.
People are sending him presents and gifts and things like that when he's at these places.
I know, yeah.
Nobody ever bloody does that for me.
Who's sending them to him? Amazon. They're like flying them in or something.
No, all his fans. All his fans.
Well, that's what I
people
mean,
that
but how are they
like
getting
him.
there? Are Amazon sending them across with them little zippy
Oh,
things?
maybe they're in those drones. Yeah,
Them drone things?
That's it.
Because he's somewhere that no one can get to.
All right, he likes remote places, doesn't he?
Oh, he does,
That's
yeah.
That's why he lives in Australia.
Oh, he does.
Right, so I'm going to do this. There was a request for this, and I haven't done this in a long, long time. I think.
So, Andy, very, very quickly before you
So I'm gonna
start,
do it. What?
are you doing footprints or am I doing footprints?
Well, I was going to leave it to you.
Right, so there's the big thing, because Marie has asked me, and now she's asking Andy. Right, so I'm gonna, while Andy's playing on the next round, who do you want to sing Footprints? Andy or me?
And I can't hear nothing because Steve is like playing over the top of me.
Steve, what are you doing?
He's playing over the top of me. Right, so
We
so
can hear you. We
from
can hear
now, so from now till Andy finishes his song, the person with the most who's going to play Footprints, me or Andy,
No,
will
I'm not
sing
doing bloody
Footprints.
competitions. I
No,
don't
it's not a
care
competition.
about
It's
that.
just whoever. There you go, Andy. There you go, Andy. There you go, mate. It's your turn.
Maybe I'll do a bit of Stevie Ray Vaughan instead.
Okay.
No, I'm going to do this one because this was requested by Molly. Is Molly still on there? She is. So I'll do this one because I've done it lots of times, but I haven't done it recently. So again, it's brilliant Simon and Garfunkel tune. I won't play with a pick; it doesn't sound right. Mama and Papa rolled out of bed and ran to the police station.
Reverb.
When Papa found out, he began to shout and started the investigation. It's against the law. Was against the law. What the mama saw was against the law. Hold her mama, look down and spit on the ground every time her name gets mentioned. When the papa said, "Oh, forget that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention." Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, the queen of Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Whoa, in a couple of days they're gonna take me away when the press left the store early. But when the radical priest's gonna give me release, be it all undercover in Newsweek. And I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, the queen of Corona. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yay!
In case you didn't realise,
Nice
that was
one,
the end of
matey.
the song.
Well, I think you would. I think you need to do it on the next round, mate. Molly said she's.
What?
Sorry, Catherine said she's never heard you sing it.
Ow,
Must
that
have.
hurt my finger. Maybe I should have done it with a plectrum. That hurt me little finger. Sing it. Oh, I've got echo. Oh, that's because Dave switched it on. Bloody hell, Dave wants to speed on ahead. He's ready. Right, Mr. Mason, what wonder are you going to knock on us this time?
Well, I'm being a bit indulgent because I've enjoyed doing this song recently because it's a new one I learnt over the last couple of weeks. It's a Tom Petty one, Crawling Back to You.
Cool,
So
go for it.
I'm going to play because I think it's a great song. Oh, hang on. Better turn the guitar on. Waiting by the side of the road for day to break so we could go down into Los Angeles with dirty hands and worn out knees. keep calling back to you. Ooh, I keep calling back to you. The ranger came with burning eyes. The chambermaid awoke surprised. Thought you'd seen the last of him. She shook her head and let him in. Ooh, I keep calling back to you. Ooh, I keep calling back to you. Hey, baby, there's something in your eyes trying to say to me that it's gonna be alright if I believe in you. That's all I wanna do. It was me and my sidekick. He was drunk and I was sick. We were caught up in a barroom fight till an Indian shot out the light. I'm so tired of being tired. Sure as night will follow day. Most things I worry about never happen anyway. I keep calling back to you. Ooh, I keep calling back to you. Hey, hey, baby, there's something in your eyes trying to say to me that's gonna be alright if I believe in you. It's all I want to do.
Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave.
Well done. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Nice one.
I thought you were gonna do the Anna Green Gables one.
If we're still going, I'm going to do it.
Cool. Don't let me down now. Don't let me down now. Don't let me down.
Oops, still got a cast of thousands.
Yeah, I've still got echoes.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. There we
I've
go.
just dealt with it.
Yeah. Although, what was weird is Steve went, "Oh, it's gone," and I went, "Oh, it's gone." I was like, maybe it hasn't. Joe, what wonder are you going to do for us?
Well,
Story-
I'm-
it's a
I'm-
story of
I feel
life.
under
Book of
pressure
life.
now.
Book of life.
I feel
book
under
of life.
pressure now because
Elvis.
my token cover song was going to be Spandau Ballet, but now I feel like I've got to do In the
What?
Ghetto.
Good song.
No.
Good song, man. Good song. I used to play that years ago.
What, In the Ghetto? But I love Through the Barricades, Spandau Ballet.
That's a brilliant song. My sister forcefully dragged me along to a Spandau Ballet concert in the 90s. I hated her for it. And it was one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
It's a great song.
It was amazing.
I might
The first time I played at Joe's, when he used to have the open mic at the cafe, I did the this song, Through the Barricades.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I did, yeah, I did.
Vanessa's popped on. Oh wait, Vanessa wasn't on earlier. I'm going to embarrass her now. Vanessa Bradbury's popped on, Andy. Did you
Right.
see her her song she posted on Facebook about a week ago? It was
It's wonderful,
brilliant.
wasn't it?
It was brilliant.
I did. I have asked her whether she will come on maybe next week or the week after and do her 2 songs. She's got 2 songs and they are beautiful. They're really, really, really good.
Great voice.
That's it.
All right, I will bow to the pressure and do In the Ghetto.
Ah, you sucker.
And if we get another one, I'll do Through the Barricades.
That's right. Yeah. So just for those Elvis fans and requests, he has bowed to your greatness. Yeah.
As the snow flies on a cold and grey Chicago morn, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? This child needs a helping hand, or he'll grow to be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? Well, the world turns, and a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays on the street, and the cold wind blows in the ghetto, and his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night. He learns how to steal, he learns how to fight in the ghetto. And then one night in desperation, a young man breaks away. He buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run but he don't get far, and his mama cries as a crowd gathers round an angry young man, face down on the street, a gun in his hand in the ghetto. As a young man dies on a cold and grey Chicago morn, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto.
Giving in to the pressure now.
That's a lovely song.
It's a great song, great words, and great meaning.
Yeah, and that's one of those. I think if people were to say, if you were to say to people, what Elvis songs can you name? I would say that would have to probably be one of the most commonly named ones, even for people who are not necessarily Elvis fans. Great song.
Yep.
Look at that, claps and everything.
Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Dawn.
Just remember,
I'll
you're
pay you all
my
later.
friends and fans, not his.
I'll be his
Right.
support act when he tours, girls.
That's it. Yeah, come on, hurry up and make me famous. I'm 50 in about a month's time. Hurry up. It's not happening quick enough. Steve, what are you doing?
Well, I've got to rise to the Elvis challenge, haven't I, really? So I was in two minds because somebody requested Horse with No Name, and I've just been to get the music for that. There's only two chords in it all the way through, but I can't remember the words. But I thought I better do the Elvis challenge to begin with, I think. So we'll do this one. Again, can you hear me okay? Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Every time you kiss me, I'm still not certain you love me. Every time you hold me, I'm still not certain you care. And though you keep on saying you really, really, really love me, do you speak the same words to someone else when I'm not there? Suspicion torments my heart, so Suspicion keeps us apart. Suspicion, why torture me? Every time you call me and tell me we should meet tomorrow, I can't help but think that you're meeting someone else tonight. Why should our romance just keep causing me such sorrow? Why am I so doubtful whenever you are out of sight? Suspicion torments my heart. Suspicion keeps us apart. Suspicion, why torture me? Darling, if you love me, I beg you, wait a little longer. Wait until I drive these foolish fears out of my mind. How I hope and pray that our love will keep on growing stronger. Maybe I'm suspicious, true love, so hard to find. Suspicion torments my heart. Suspicion keeps us apart. Suspicion, why torture me?
Good job. Suspicion torments my heart.
Suspicion.
You wonder how you can be such a famous, legendary person and never have written a song.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he had a good manager who knew how to play the system, and so he didn't need to.
He pinched a few 1 or 2 songwriting credits, didn't he?
Oh yes.
Just sort of forced his name on the authorship.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't him.
No.
Colonel Tom Parker, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Elvis, lovely dude. Lovely dude. Although shooting a telly in the middle of a hotel room, that's not very sane, really, is it?
Well, he was the first legend rock star, so why shouldn't he?
He was. Yeah. After that, everyone had to die young.
Andy,
Yes.
a serious conversation now. I have reached the crossroads. It's
This is
36
your
minutes
third.
past 10.
And he's pissed.
This is your go on. You know you wanna.
Sam, you missed this. I've got 35 pints of 7% cider downstairs.
Nice.
Go on.
And his glassy down.
And he's not even sharing people. He's not
And I've
even
had
sharing.
two. I'm thinking, how many more songs am I going to do after this one?
Think of it as embalming fluid. It'll pickle your insides.
Yep.
The good thing is you'll look young for years to come. It's good for sanitizer and face wash. Sam, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm going to do
you know
a
what you're
Mandarin
doing.
Orange song.
You know,
but
Do
not
you
the one that
seriously?
you think I'm doing.
Seriously, you let me down.
I'm not. You know I'm not. I'm letting.
such a loser.
I'm succumbing
Let-
to the masses, mate. I'm succumbing to the masses. You know what I mean, right? And so this is. And that is why you love me. That is why you love me. Because I am a knobhead. Because I am a knobhead. Right. So yeah. So it's one that you don't normally hear me do. I normally do this with Jesse, but I haven't done it with her for ages. So okay, here we go. Just realised where you nicked your riff from. I watch the waves from the mountain tops and the rock slides through the clouds. 'Cause this whole world's gonna shake someday. I'll be somewhere looking down. And I miss the cold and the cool night air
and the fire in our eyes. 'Cause that world of shadows and twirling hair as the fire dies. 'Cause you alone still every heart, and you alone shall be just a world I never knew, and the only one I see. Some toast the night as each day begins, wearing shadows in between. And I close my eyes until once again the moon and I can dream. Little birds catching fireflies till the darkness pulls them down. Little worlds hung on fire-lit eyes trying to come a little closer now. 'Cause you alone still every heart, and you alone shall be just a world, la-di-dee-dee-da-dee-da. Because it's gone, the chorus is gone. How funny is that? Because it's not even giving me the chorus. It's just giving me the thingy, but not the chorus. I don't even know. That's a bit buggered, isn't it? 'Cause you alone still every heart, and you alone shall be just a world I never knew, and the only one I see. Now I've got to scroll back down to the bloody bottom. Crazy. Well, I watch the waves from the mountain tops and the rock slides through the clouds. 'Cause this whole world's gonna shake someday, and I'll be somewhere looking down. 'Cause you alone still every heart, and you alone shall be just a world I never knew, and the only one I see, and the only one I see.
Very nice, Sam. Well done. Enjoyed that.
How can they do a tablature
Not
and then
like
just completely get rid of the words? That doesn't make sense. It's like it says chorus. Yeah, well, I would sing the chorus if it was there. Do you know what I mean? I would sing it if it was there.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It was. I was
surprise
like,
segments.
because on my
It's
phone,
not there.
it actually gives you, it does the chorus twice, so I know it's there. So that I'll get it on the net and do it the same. Oh, yeah, right. Check it, everybody. Check before you do it. Thinking. Oh no, that song that was written by Sam Shemmel, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
funny enough,
it was co-write. It was
He
co-write.
gave it to me. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Do you know what? I had about 5 songs in my head that I thought I really want to do those tonight because it'll make a change. One of them, funnily enough, Marie Stevens has just come in. One of them was going to be Sunshine on My Shoulders by John Denver. But that may not happen now. So this one is, again, Bowing to Pressure. Is a song that I may have written. The jury's still out on it, and it might.
You
be
did
the
write
thing
it, mate. You did write it.
And it might be something called the imprints that your feet leave behind as you're walking, commonly known as footprints. So get ready. was his 27th birthday when he put his car in drive. He headed out somewhere he hoped would make him feel alive. He didn't know what he was looking for, and he had no plan in mind. When he walked into the desert, he left everything behind. She found him laying on the ground like the dust upon the floor. She pulled him to his feet and said, I know what you're searching for. It's the freedom of the open sky, it's a river running wild. She had the beauty of a woman and the spirit of a child. Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Sometimes you gotta leave it all behind. The path is never easy, there's so many ways to go. Sometimes you gotta search to find a soul. She took his hand for him to follow, led him deep into the night. They came across a cabin that was lit by candlelight. The doorway framed a silhouette that he knew he recognized. She had the beauty of a woman and the spirit of a child. And as he turned to his companion, found the empty desert air, there was just one set of footprints. Was she ever really there? Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Sometimes you gotta leave it all behind. The path is never easy, there's so many ways to go. Sometimes you gotta search to find a soul. Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Sometimes you gotta leave it all behind. The path is never easy, there's so many ways to go. Sometimes you gotta search to find a soul. Sometimes you gotta search to find a soul. Sometimes you gotta search to find a home.
Very
Nice,
nice.
Andy.
There we go. Just bowing to the pressure.
Lovely
Good
song.
version, that is, mate.
Thank you very
Lovely,
much.
that is.
Thank
good
you very
ver-
much. Thank
It's
you
a
very
good
much.
version, that is.
So it's coming up to 10 to 11, so I think we'll aim for one more, and then if people keep putting us under lots of pressure and people keep wanting to stay, we'll do... Look at that, Catherine. I said we'll stay for one more, and the first thing Catherine said is, thank you, finally.
Thought you were never going to go.
No. It's because she was on about that she's never heard Andy sing that song,
Yeah.
and now she's
Catherine,
heard you
you
sing the
didn't
song.
mean thank you, finally we're going, did you?
No, she meant about the song, mate. She meant
I
about the song.
know. That was perfect timing. That really
It
was.
was good.
That was funny. Catherine, I know what you meant. I'm only messing.
Oh, it's so funny.
Mr. Mason, what are you doing for your potentially last song?
Well, I'm taking a risk. I did this song for the first time last night. It's the one I've told you all about, which is a theme song, or the theme song to a Canadian television series called Anne of Green Gables, Anne with an E. And it was performed by a Canadian band called Tragically Hip. Unfortunately, the lead singer's a very poorly young man, apparently. I don't know his current condition, but he's suffering with cancer. And I think the band hasn't since broken up. But I heard this song first on Netflix when bored with COVID and lockdown. My wife and I ended up sitting watching this series and going all through it. And the song grabbed me, so I've dug into the internet and found the setup for the guitar, because it's different tuning and one thing and another, and messed about and hopefully got to a point where I can do a sensible job of it. So I'm going to just switch the echo thing off and try and do it.
Good man.
Okay. And the song's called Ahead by a Century. Right, I'm back. First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, with illusions of someday cast in a golden light. No dress rehearsal, this is our life. That's when the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream, with revenge and doubt. Tonight we'll smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. Stars in the morning shroud, and then the day began. I tilted your cloud, you tilted my hand. Rain falls in real time, rain fell through the night. No dress rehearsal, our life. That's when the hornet stung me, and I had a serious dream, with revenge and doubt. Tonight we'll smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. 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 Disappointing you, it's getting me down.
Well done, Dave. Well done, Dave. Stuff. Great stuff.
I love. Do you know what? Do you know what? I love the little bit you do at the end. I love the little bit you do at the end where you went.
Is that the best bit?
Elvis move. That's an Elvis move. That's an Elvis move. No, that's not the best. That's an Elvis move. That's an Elvis move, though. Always do that. Always do that when you play that song. Finish it by going. That'd be cool. That's your little trademark. I have to say, the fact that you played that.
The delay's there, mate. The delay's there, mate.
Switch the echo tick. Okay. Otherwise, everybody hears you twice. Most people generally don't like that.
Right, I'm going to shoot off, everybody.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to play after Dave and then go.
No.
Okay. So everybody.
No, I've got to be up for the dog in the morning for the vets.
So everybody wave
See you,
to
Sam.
Sam and say goodbye, Sam, because he's got to go and take his mammy's pooch into the vet tomorrow
Yeah.
to get him checked out.
He's getting better. He's getting better. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed he's all right, and they give him the okay. And they sort of say, just keep with what you're doing.
Yeah. I know. Bless him.
Bless
he's
you, mate.
really
Thank you for
poorly.
coming in.
Thank you very much, bud. I'll see you all soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cheers, Sam.
See
All
you
the
later.
best.
Take care. Bye, Jenny.
I'll have a listen. Yeah, she's that's why. I had to turn the TV off because I had to set up my Bluetooth headset so she could watch the TV.
Oh,
'Cause she's,
that's love for you.
I know, it is love, isn't it? Oh, she's looking at me with evil eyes. Looking at me with evil eyes. No, she's not. I'm only joking.
She's going, you talking about me?
You talking about me? You talking about me? Don't you talk about me? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you, babe. I promise I'm not talking about you.
She gonna kill you. Yeah. Right.
Nah. Right, I love
See
you
you
all.
later,
See you
mate.
later.
Take care.
See you, Sam.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I'll tell you what I wanted to do. I wanted to play. I've got these options down here to muck around with the screen, and I wanted to play around with them. But weirdly, that's different. They don't do anything. Well, I feel like I've been cheated now. There was loads of buttons
did
to do
something on
things, and
my
only one of
screen.
them works. Hey,
It did something on my screen when you did that.
does it do anything on that
You
one?
became like Speak of You, and we became thumbnails.
Am I? Is it all four of us now on your screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so that one
now
works.
it's you.
Now it's you, the big fella, with three little blobs in the corner.
That's it. That one doesn't work. That one does work. That's useless. I'm going to ask for a refund. I feel like I've been diddled. Joe, what are you going to do?
Well, you know, I was saying I was going to do Through the Barricades.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, for God's sake, man. You like the wind.
As much as Sam is a massive, massive fan of Passenger, I am equally a massive, massive fan of Damien Rice. I think
I was
it's
just about to say,
fabulous.
is it a Damien Rice song, by the way?
Yep.
Yeah,
Good man.
I just love the guy. So this is a version of Amy.
Cool. Yep.
Nothing unusual, nothing strange, comes from nothing at all. Same old scenario, same old rain. There's no explosions here. There's something unusual, something strange, comes from nothing at all. I saw a spaceship just fly by your window. Did you see it disappear? And they may come sit on my wall and read me the story of and tell it like you still believe that the end of the century is a change for you and me. Nothing unusual, nothing's changed, just a little older, that's all. You know when you found it, that's something I've learned, because you feel it when they take it away. Hey, 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 it's something unusual, something changed, comes from nothing at all.
I'm not a miracle, you're not a saint, just another soldier on a road to nowhere. And Amy, come sit on my wall and read me the story of oh, and tell it like you still believe that the end of the century is a change for you and me. And Amy, come sit on my wall and read me the story of oh, and tell it like you still believe that the end of the century is a change for you and me.
Oh, beautiful. Send me to sleep.
Beautiful
Ready for
Beautiful
bed after
song.
that. Just floated away with it.
Great songwriter.
I was going to say, it certainly takes that mood down to that kind of very chilled and relaxed kind
Very
of chillax, as the kids
Golden
He
Joe.
is
Um,
brilliant. He's the passion in his songs, his lyrics, and the way he puts them over are just phenomenal.
I have to say, I do like hearing you in that lower range as well. There is a depth to your voice at that low range, kind of bassiness that comes through, which is really warm, really soft, really nice. I would like to hear
Agreed.
more like that.
Thank you, kind sir. You could
That's
also
why
just
I like
go to
Book
the.
of Life so
You
much.
could also just go for a hearing test.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
What are you bloody trying to say? That's not very
Well,
nice.
nearly 50, you know.
It rings your buttons.
Steady on.
Lose
Steady
your
on.
top end. Lose your top end.
At least I can still say, don't pick on the young guy.
Oh,
You can.
that's below the belt. Used.
Yeah. Well, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
That's it.
That's what they say. No, I do. I genuinely, I like that low range. That's why I like Book of Life. Is that you hit that Ralph McTell sound, and I kind of go, that's amazing. That's really good. I mean, I love your stuff anyway, but I'd love to hear a bit more of that kind of low range. And you are right. When you go deaf, they are all the frequencies that disappear. So, yeah, that's terrible. So everything sounds tinny to me. Steve, what are you going to do now?
Am
Are you
I?
going to crank it up again and go nuts on the rock and roll, or are you going to slow it down again?
No, I was going to go fairly mellow. Am I closing the show, possibly? So sorry about that.
Well, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one
Okay,
more.
well, you can crank it up then, Andy.
No, God, no. I'm taking it down proper.
Yeah. It's one of my favourite sort of late night, mellow things. It's Chris Isaak's Wicked Game.
I love this song so much.
World was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire can make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, No, I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. What a wicked game you play, make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, make me dream of you. And I don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Was on fire, no one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. No, I never dreamed that I'd love somebody like you. Don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Don't want to fall in love. No, I don't want to fall in love with you. Nobody loves no one.
Well done, sir.
Great job,
Thank
Steve.
you.
Great job.
Thank you.
That tremolo on the guitar.
Yeah, just for a
as
change, the
well.
Bigsby stayed in tune, Andy. Well, sort of, you know, ish.
That adds, yeah.
That
That's
is
it.
nice.
Every time we used to do a gig with a bloody tremolo bar, you'd have to retune and reset the bridge because it would have moved. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's great. I really like that. I'm every time you keep doing Chris Isaak songs, I keep thinking I've got to drag out my Chris Isaak CDs again.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. That sort of
It is brilliant.
late 50s, very early 60s vibe, you know,
Yeah.
echo drenched and all.
Haunting song, that one. It's
Well,
wonderful.
his
song.
biggest hero was Elvis.
Yeah.
In fact, he has got the. If you ever watch Elvis's '68 comeback special, you'll see him in a black leather jumpsuit
Yeah.
thing. Chris Isaak bought that, and he's got it.
Mm.
Bit of
And McCartney's got
useless
Bill
trivia.
Black's bass, hasn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, he has. I know he has. I've seen
Well,
the clips
he's a
of it.
massive collector of Elvis memorabilia, so
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me.
yeah. He's definitely got Bill Black's original stand-up bass, upright bass. Yeah, anyway, I think.
If only he had Scotty Moore's early Gibson. Was
Oh,
it L4
McCartney did?
guitar? No, Chris Isaak.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, so McCartney's got his bass.
Yeah, McCartney's got Bill
Oh,
Black's
I thought you
bass.
meant Chris Isaac has got his bass.
No.
That'll be the crap hearing I have. That's it.
Sorry, listeners, they've gone into the world of guitar
Sorry.
collecting. We're bad in.
Sorry, you can't help it. You start
I
talking
don't
about
play
wooden
guitar.
strings. Wooden strings.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to do this. So you are now free. If you want to depart, gentlemen, it's entirely up to you. If you want to stay on for another 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 15 pints of cider, that is entirely your choice. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. So this one I haven't done in quite a while, and I adore this song, but it's very hard for me to play with my finger. But I'm going to try it anyway because I love it. This is a
Andy, I'm
John
gonna-
Denver one.
I'm going to listen to this one and then I will say my goodbyes.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries. No worries.
Yeah, I'll be the same, Andy. I'll depart after this. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's fine. So it'll just be me and Joe on the cider.
It's the
That's
youngsters left, Andy.
That's
Just the
hardcore,
youngsters
people.
left.
That's hardcore. Right, let's see if I can get through this.
Thanks, Molly.
Yes, thanks.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. If I had, oh no, that's the chorus, bugger. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. make me cry. Sunshine in the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always makes me high.
Delightful. Delightful.
Lovely,
Thank you very
beautiful
much.
song.
Yes.
Andy, by a million miles, that is the best cover song you do.
Thank you very much.
It so suits your voice. It's just gorgeous.
Thank you. Well,
Mm.
generally,
It's nice.
John Denver is my perfect range. Because he kind of sings, when you look at what he sings, he doesn't go up really, really high too many times, and he doesn't go down really, really low. So it's perfect for me. Maybe that's why I fell in love with his songs. But I grew up on a lot of his stuff. I just adored them.
Oh, me too. My mother loved him. But absolutely, you've got to do that more. That's phenomenal.
I do. The only problem
Beautiful.
is there's a B minor in it that just with my bad finger, it's so hard to play. And by the end of it, the little metal piece is cutting into my finger, and I'm going, "Oh, just stick with it till the end. It'll be fine."
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't take any notice of that because you're too concentrate as a listener. You're concentrating too much on the vocal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I play it softer. I think slightly on purpose so that I can try and get away with a little bit. But one of my all-time favourite song of his is This Old Guitar. And I always used to do that, and I keep meaning to drag that out again, just because it's a beautiful song. And it's about a guitar that he was given by his, I think, grandparents or something, and then he lost it somewhere when he was touring, and then it came back to him through somebody about 20-something years later. Great song.
Fabulous.
So, gentlemen, don't let us keep you if you feel like it's time to go and.
I'd like to thank everybody for listening tonight, and I hope we haven't driven too
Indeed,
much.
thanks.
No, absolutely.
thanks
Well
for
done,
the
Steve,
comments,
for
guys.
stepping up late, last minute. That was much
You're welcome.
appreciated. Your sound, Steve, tonight is fantastic. Your guitar is lovely and clear and loud. So whatever you've got it on, just don't touch anything.
Don't
Sounded
move it.
Sounded great. And Dave, likewise, your sound now, I think we've cracked it. We just need to work out what this silly echo thing is. But we'll do some playing around.
Okay, well, thanks for having us, Andy. And
cheerio. Everyone say goodbye to Dave and Steve.
See you both.
See you on. Cheers, Joe.
Soon.
See you on, Dave.
Okay, see you. Thanks.
Bye. Cheers,
Bye.
Andy. Thanks again. Thank you.
See you later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Take care. And then there were two. They're dropping like flies. So, what do you want to do now?
Yeah, I'm. God.
You need to bloody drag out Book of Life again and start practicing it.
I am going to do it tonight if we
Oh,
stick
yeah?
around.
Awesome. Book of Life, people, is a fantastic song. It's one of my favourites of his. So it's worth a listen.
I want to do this one. This is called Fairground Man. I can't remember if I've done it on here. I'm not sure if people have heard it. I wrote it sort of about my dad, for my dad, who's been long gone for a long time now. And he didn't work in the fairground. Just artistic play on words.
I love metaphors.
But we've all done it, you know. If you've lost your parents, there's always things you wish you'd have talked about and said, and you haven't got the bloody chance anymore. So here you go.
Head spins around like a carousel, a blur of red and gold. I'm up and down like a painted horse for the stories that remain untold. The fairground rides now left our town, just scorch marks in the grass. I try to recollect all the fun, but the stories I should have asked you. Fairground man, won't you come back soon? Fairground man, won't you come back soon? 'Cause there's rights that I'm missing. I stood like a coconut but not as shy as people have thrown at me. I grabbed the darts to try and bag a prize, but they were blunt as could be. I rode the helter-skelter slide as fast as time would tell. I looked in halls of mirrors for your face, just to hear you say, son, you've done well. You've done well. You've done well. You've done well. Fairground man, won't you come back soon? Fairground man, won't you come back soon? 'Cause there's rights that I'm missing.
Beautiful. I love that. That is great. Lyrically, that is fantastic as well.
Thanks. Yeah, that was another one of those that came to me sort of like in the middle of the night type of thing. And they're the best
Oh,
ones
yeah.
because they always just put them down on paper and they work straight away, you know.
That's it. I would say probably a good 70% of my songs I write sitting up in bed,
Yeah.
either at 2 o'clock in the morning or at 9 o'clock in the morning if I'm working from home and things like that.
Yeah.
It's my place. It's where it
Yeah.
all seems to kind of work.
Yeah.
And for the other songs, I have to go and visit places like America and stuff for them to work.
Yeah. I mean, about 2 to 3 years ago, there was a period where I was constantly flying, and then stuff was coming to me in the airports, and I was just singing into my telephone as I was walking through the airport, you know.
Is it? Yeah. And people are going, what is that nut job doing? That's it. Yeah. Does he realise everyone can see him? I'm gonna attempt this one. Not sure what final key I did it in, but we'll go with it. So that was a reflection on your kind of father and kind of some of the things you kind of would like to see again, experience again, wish you'd said, all that kind of stuff. This one is just about reflections on things from the past. Like, I always remember my very first family home, and I would remember my mum and dad dancing in the middle of the living room to kind of Tom Paxton and things like that. But I don't remember much else about it. And then I remember as well things like the old records that whenever I'd go round there would always be either old American folk records or Johnny Cash or something. And it was always, what was the one? This thing called Love or something. Never been found and never been found. A thing called Love. That was always the Johnny Cash song that was on.
Yeah.
And then I always remember as well, the weirdest things is I always remember my dad had Vauxhall Cavaliers. Always. One after the other. And he would always, when I'd watch him play the gears like you do as a kid, he would always pull away in second gear. And I'd go, what's wrong with first? And it was just his way. So weirdly, I just had these musings one day and this kind of song popped out. So I'll try and remember how I play it, but it's called Old Things. So don't take this seriously, people. This is me just indulging. This is Joe and I now indulging ourselves. You're just sitting there watching, going, what are they doing? What are they doing? So it's called Old Things. This might be in the wrong key. I remember the old home, one I had to leave 'cause love went wrong. In the memories I still see just how happy they would be. What I'd give for one more day to see the old way. I remember the old songs. Mom would dance and I would sing along. Way back then I never knew things of life could put you through. How old songs can make you feel and help you to heal. It's funny how the world keeps spinning on. We are but a moment, then we're gone. It's a simple thing in life we come to know. You gotta leave a world of memories when you go. I remember Dad's old Cavalier. He always pulled away in second gear. funny what you keep in mind. All the things you leave behind. The things he felt he'd never say. That was just his way. It's funny how the world keeps spinning on. We are but a moment, then we're gone. It's a simple thing in life we come to know. You gotta leave a world of memories when you go. It's funny how the world keeps spinning on. We are but a moment, then we're gone. Simple thing in life we come to know. You gotta leave a world of memories when you go. You gotta leave a world of memories when you go. You gotta leave a world of memories when you go.
Oh, that's nice. I've not heard that before, Andy.
I think I've probably played it maybe 4 or 5 times. I think I've done it in our Tuesday open mic sessions a few times, but I haven't played it that much. The trouble is sometimes you write so many things so quickly that you just forget you've got stuff, you know. I mean, it's a great problem to have, but I just forget stuff. And I was flicking through today and I thought, I love that song. Why haven't I played it more? But I love it because it means so much. I can picture myself there, and I can see myself sitting next to my dad in his car and going, why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep pulling away in second gear? And it was just that way, you know.
Good memories.
Exactly, yeah.
I have that same problem as you. I'm constantly writing, and of course, you're most interested in your current songs, aren't you? And a few weeks ago, I got all my old catalogues out and started going through all my old songs. In fact, Dawn said earlier, can you do, I forgot which one she asked me for now, but it was off my first album. I got, oh my God, I haven't done that in about 3 years.
That's it. Yeah. So well, somebody asked me the other day for a song that I reckon I've not played it easily for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and you think, I can't even remember what chords it is or anything. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you for the lovely comments. It does mean a lot, because sometimes as well, songs that we like don't necessarily always resonate with other people, but we like them because of why we've written them and things like that. But sometimes, I mean, I won't play a song sometimes because I think people won't get it or they won't like it in the same way that I do, and then you play it and people go, I really like that one. You go, oh, okay. I didn't. It's like Indian Days. I love Indian Days.
Which I love.
But, but I never play it because I think people won't associate it with me and my style. I've put it on the album and people love it. You know, you go, that's weird. That's weird. So what are you going to do now?
I've said this before, but it's such a fine line on writing lyrics, because my best songs are the ones that are absolutely from the heart. But it's such a fine line, because if you just write songs that are too personal, other people don't get them. It's so difficult to balance, you know.
I can't. So some songs that I've written, like the song I wrote about I've written more than one now. But the song I wrote about my mum the first time, I couldn't sing it because I'd get about halfway through and that'd be it. I'd be choking up. And I'd go, that's ridiculous. And the song, you know that song that you said, they're John Denver. Oh yeah, John Denver chords. Yeah. That one, because I was talking about the boys, I was talking about losing my mum and stuff like that. Again, I'd get halfway through and I'd choke. I go, I'm never going to be able to bloody sing anything. Yeah. You know?
I've got one called Tuppenny, which is about my mum, and I really struggle to sing it. I love the song, but I really struggle to sing it.
But it's one of those, the more you do it, the more it becomes kind of comfortable and okay. So what are you doing for us?
Well, I was on about travelling earlier, and Dawn's still on, so there's at least one American. I'm not sure about the others. And this was inspired from being stuck in bloody Newark airport for about 28 hours. And
not
when
the
I
Newark
eventually
in
got on the
England.
plane, I was really hacked off. And I used to go in like proper zombie mode when I was travelling. I'd just be like focused on straight ahead. And I realised I was being quite mean, really, because there was all sorts of people in not such a good place around me. And when I got on this plane, it was a big jumbo, and I'd sat down in my seat, and I was just there in the zone, you know. And this little old fella, he was well in his 80s, little frail fella, came walking down the aisle, said, "Excuse me," he was by the window, and he had his bag, and he was just so little he couldn't reach the luggage compartment above, so I helped him with a bag. And normally I wouldn't talk to people, I was terrible when I was on business. But sort of got chatting with him, and he went to America 3 times a year, and it was because his son, his only child, had moved to America and had kids, and he would go out to see him. And when I was chatting to him, he hadn't got anyone else in the UK. He'd only got this one son, and he was a lovely old chap. But I said, you know, who's coming to meet you? He said, well, I don't have anyone. I'm just getting a taxi home. I just felt really sad for him. And this inspired this song. It's called The Stranger Is You. And for anyone, Dawn, anyone left in America, there's a reference to Sainsbury, which think Walmart in America.
So all I heard in that story was that you're a shitbag when you go travelling and you're miserable to everyone.
I was. And it did, honestly, it did sort of shake me up, because I started sort of looking at people begging around the streets when I was walking past, and it did make me think. And that, you know, the moral of the story is, you see all these people, one day that stranger could be you. Anyway, I haven't played this in probably 3 years, I think.
Good luck.
It's hard to believe when the sun is high that some people are cold and the world passes by. Walk in the street on your shadow for a friend. Old people shuffling, their children long gone. The young are too busy fighting the throng to give them a smile or ask if they're okay today. Husbands and wives who left others yesterday, red-eyed zombies, don't know what to say, taking their kids to school, crying all the way. A jobless man, middle-aged and speechless, takes another drink, regretting his weakness as he stares at the wall, wondering how to pay the bills. Sometimes life can be cruel and lonely, fighting a war with just you and you only. No bulletproof vest or general to guide you home. So if you see a soldier or a red-eyed zombie, an old man lost in the aisles of Sainsbury's, give them a smile and ask if they're alright. And ask if they're alright.
That's called The Stranger Is You.
I think it's extra special when you can drop in those little bits around things like when you see him in the aisles of Sainsbury's. Because people next time they go to Sainsbury's are kind of looking, where is he? Where is he? Is he there? Is he there? That's great.
Yes, I mean, that's your comment there, Marie. That's exactly sort of the wake-up call for me, that moment was. It really was. It did make me literally start looking at people I was walking past.
In fact, when I wrote, what was it? Memories Whispers. Memories Whisper is all about that thing about, you can't hold other people to account for things if you're not prepared to step up and hold yourself to account.
Yeah.
So when you kind of see people with those problems, it's easy to kind of go, walk on by. When you go, actually, I could do something. I have it within me to do something, even if it's only the smallest thing, like buying somebody a burger or a cup of tea or a roll or something like that. When you've got the ability, you go, it's easy to walk past. It's much harder to stop, but it's much more valuable to stop.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to go in a minute because I've just realised it's 20 to 12. Tanya will be in bed above, and if I start belting out Elvis or anything, she's going to go, will you shut the hell up? Yeah. Or your bags will be packed. So I'll do Indian Days if I can.
Yes.
The weird thing is, so I've just released the album with these songs on it, but so I spent hours and hours and hours and days listening, tweaking, messing around with these songs, but I haven't played this song in quite a while. So it should sound like I know what I'm doing, but I might not. So we'll have a go. Bloody reverb. Slums of the poor, vast in their range, poverty stands fast against the winds of change. Of all the places I've been, I'm humbled by the things that I've seen. Traffic congestion, contrasting wealth, heavy pollution, and the risk to your health. This place is something unreal. I'm humbled by the things that I feel. There's been many things that have changed my view. And the latest of which I'll share with you. A country made free from colonial ways. I cherish my time in Indian days. Victoria Station and the gateway to India, pieces of England left there to remind you the influence we left behind. I'm humbled by the things that I find. Stood in the house Gandhi would lay philosophical dreams of independent days. I'm guilty of what I perceived. I'm humbled by the things they've achieved. There's been many things that have changed my view. And the latest of which I'll share with you. A country made free from colonial ways. I cherish my time, Indian days. Indian days. Indian days.
And why do you think it's a great song? Why do you think that's like not you, not your normal
So I think
style?
typically, I think most people would describe me as country. Most people would describe me as having that, I don't know, country Americana folk twang. But that to me is very clearly a folk style song. It's about India. It's about the locality. It's got that kind of vibe to it. It doesn't feel like it fits logically into the other stuff you generally hear me do. But actually,
I mean, the content, you know, the subject of the song, I understand your comment, but the actual feel of the song, to me, it is like a country singer doing a stripped back sort of laid back song.
Okay.
But the subject matter isn't, I suppose. Maybe that's.
Well, maybe that's it then. Maybe because I think it's not about cowboy hats, trucks, and stuff like that. Maybe I kind of assume that people won't get it in the same way, and therefore they won't necessarily like it amongst my other material. But I have to say something really weird. So where do you think... So in the number of digital streams of my album so far, which country do you think
number one.
is the... That is. India is the biggest streamer of my album so far. How bonkers is that?
Oh, there's no logic to streaming, is there, at all?
It just makes me laugh. And I was thinking, why? Because I didn't twig. And then I went, why would they be streaming it in India? And then I realised... I bet they've seen the word India,
Probably.
and it's come up, and they've listened to it, and so they're streaming it.
Yeah.
So Vanessa, no, it shouldn't matter, and that's why I think in the end I included it in the track, because I love it as a song, and again, it means a lot to me. And when I was able to put the kind of violin arrangement over the top of it, it made it so much more as well. And so you're exactly right. It shouldn't matter. And the reality is, going forward, it won't matter. I'm not going to worry about whether a CD or whether an album has cohesion in terms of the style of the tracks. I'm just going to put out what I love and what I enjoy playing, and then hope that people will like it as well.
I think it has a bit of a Glenn Campbell feel to it.
Oh, really?
I do, yeah. Particularly the chord progression, yeah. Which is why, to me, it does still have that vibe.
Do you know what? I stole the chord progression. Do you know who who I stole it off of? Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does a song called. In fact, I shouldn't tell you this because you'll go and listen to it. You're going, that bloody stealer. But it's if you ever listen to Saturday Clothes by Gordon Lightfoot,
Yeah.
cracking song, and it's very, very similar chords, not the same, but it's that bit is what I stole. I can't remember how the song
That's
goes.
the bit that sounds Glenn Campbell-y to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's definitely that's Gordon Lightfoot. I can't sew. Still a lot of things that I should know. Like that. And I just thought, I love that. I want to incorporate that, so I nicked it. Don't tell him though, because he'll probably be after me for copyright theft
For all
or
your
something.
money, yeah. All the money you'll
So-
make from the album, yeah.
Yeah, which so far is about 10 pence, maybe 11
Yeah,
pence,
I
something
know.
like
I know. Oh.
that. So I'm still waiting for this. The guy that's designing the CD cover, he's doing my head in, because he did the first, because it's a 4-sided thing. You've got 4 images that kind of then
Yeah.
fold up. 3 of them he's got just right. The 4th one is a nightmare. I've had to send him all sorts of pictures and stuff like that.
I've done all
So-
my own. I've done all my own.
Well, I
artwork.
was going to do that, but I just didn't want to get it wrong, because it's my first one and I'm not familiar with the design I didn't want to get it
Yeah.
wrong, so I wanted it to be right. But what I'm going to have to make a decision at some point, because otherwise they won't arrive in time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right, well, enough of me gabbing on.
Right.
What are
I'm
you?
gonna do Book of Life then.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
And again, this is one of those I don't play very often.
So I think this will be the last one, because I think I'm gonna get clobbered if I don't kind of pack up soon. So closing the show, Mr. Bayliss, for the last time.
Every day I turn the page on the book of life I write. The ink runs low, the page is high, but I still have space for you. I still have space for you. But all I see looking back at me is an empty page where you should be. And all I see facing me is an empty page where you should be. Someday I know a time will come when I'll write a part for you. Once upon a fairy tale, when the beauty gets the beast, the beauty gets the beast. But all I see looking back at me is an empty space where you should be. And all I see facing me is an empty page where you should be. Nursery rhymes and memories are all contained within. Friends and foe come and go, but my story ends with you. My story ends with you. But all I see looking back at me is an empty page where you should be. And all I see Facing me is an empty page where you should be.
There you go, Book of Life.
I do. I want to say that's my favourite song of yours, but I'm not. I'm torn because now you've got Hurricane, you've got Nightingale, which you keep calling it something by its wrong name, but it's just, and the Fairground ride one I love as well. It's just so hard.
Yeah, you have favourites, don't you, throughout the
love
year?
them all. Yeah, and I wish I could cover them, but they're bloody hard to play because you pick such awkward sodding chords, and me with my hand, there's no hope.
We'll get together some point after COVID and have a crack.
Yeah. Well, again, it would be nice to do what we, said and try and see if we can bring some stuff together.
Oh,
collaborate, create something.
Be fabulous, yeah. Because I don't know about you, but I've got my own sort of style, my own route. But I love trying different things. I really do. I'd love to do some jazz with someone. Sing some. I'd love to get in a soul band. And some of your songs, I just think, it's so different to what I do. I'd love to have a sing of those.
Yeah, I mean, I think I am quite one-dimensional. I like what I like, and I like writing the style I like, and things like that. So I love storytelling. And I'll just make stories up which have no relevance to me at all, and not something I've seen or anything, but I just love the concept of story writing. And I'm writing a book as well.
Oh, great!
So I've been writing this book now for a year.
Great.
And I'm about 4/5 of the way through it, I think. Before I can then send it out to people to do a read and that. But I've loved the art of making this story up as I've gone through. And then thinking, oh shit, I need a bit in there now, so then kind of coming up with it. And it's the same way I do it with songs. So I'll start writing things, and then I'll think, I need a scene here now. And I need a character. What's the character? And I just engineer it like that. And I was speaking to somebody today. I was coaching somebody, and they were going, I'm a creative person in marketing, so therefore I need to have inspiration and stuff like that. And I went, bollocks, do you? You just need to engineer creativity when it doesn't come naturally. You couldn't get a head around this. It can be either or. It doesn't have to be, only inspiration, stuff like that. Which is why Sam doesn't write enough songs.
No, and I'd say this if Sam was on now, because I've said it to his face before. That's the only criticism I've got for Sam is he definitely has the ability, because I've heard his songs, to write his own stuff, and he should be doing more. Yeah. And his voice deserves to do more, because if he was writing his own, I think he'd use his voice even better.
If I get him round here again, around the kitchen table, I'll get 3 songs out of him. I promise you now, I'll get 3 songs out of him. He might want to tweak the hell out of them and Samify them, but he'll get 3 songs. Because the thing he does is he tinkers, and he knows this. He tinkers, and he just doesn't finish it.
It doesn't finish, no.
So that's the bit I kind of help him with, is just let's finish it, and then you can tweak it to your heart's content.
Yeah. And the bit I've really missed, I mean, this is lovely tonight. This little session you do, it's so great, because there's regular people on who, they're really communicative, and they give you good feedback. It's great.
That's it.
But I like to write my songs, and as soon as I'm happy with them, and I am hypercritical, but as soon as I'm happy with them, which is quite early, I want to play in front of someone, and I want to get some feedback. Yeah. And then sometimes I ditch them, but often, I'll tweak them and then carry on. Yeah. And the whole COVID thing has just stopped that interaction. It's just killed me.
This for me, this has been a bit of a revelation for me, because I'm not very good at getting myself gigs, to be fair. It's a hard thing for me to do. I'm just not that proactive in getting out there and hunting for venues and stuff like that. The reason I played at the Quarter place that you played at was because you played it there and you posted it. So I just dropped them a message, and then they went, "Yeah, okay." I was like, "Wow, that was easy. That was easy." But I'm rubbish at doing that promotional piece and getting out there and stuff. So this kind of thing, and again, when I go to a pub, the first 45 minutes, I'm kind of thinking, have I got people? Have I connected with people? Can I see the faces? Am I starting to get the signals and things like that? But here, in this environment, when people kind of come along to see you, you'll know that the numbers of people will jump up and down a bit because people will come on for a song and they'll disappear and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know that you get, and I call them the musical family, because they are the people that I know turn up because they want to listen to you, they want to listen to me, they want to listen to Sam and things like that. And what I'm always conscious of as well is paying that respect back to say, you know, if there are things you want to hear and you want to engage with us, talk to us, give us feedback, ask for songs, things like that, you know. So I love this group of people that follow us, not only on this session, but also the Songbird sessions and stuff like that as well. It is. So for me, this is fantastic. This is an easy way for me to go out.
This reminds me of, you know, the problem I have with gigs. I think you'd have less of a problem with me because of your style of music and it's more up tempo. Because my music is generally quiet and it's ballad like and so on. Even though I do gigs like the Quarter and places like that, the Ale House in Stratford, and I love going and doing them, it's a bit of a chore for me because I can't really say anything between songs. No one's listening. So you just got to churn you one song after the other. And I love it when you can get somewhere where I love chatting to the audience and having a bit of a joke and getting them to be, you know, the only one session we did of my live in the living room thing, which hopefully we'll get back. That was my ideal type of gig because we were all on the stage but chatting to the audience, and this is a bit like it, isn't it? It's just they're not physically in the room with you.
That's it. And when you can get the sound right as well, because technology is so frustrating, because it can be right 1 minute and then you switch on the next day and something's happened.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, and as a musician, as a singer and a musician, you want your sound to be right because you want it to support what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that for me is probably the most frustrating thing is bless them, you know, you come and you get echo and you think, what's going on?
Yeah. Oh.
And however frustrated you get, you go, I want people to sound like we had Emily on the other week, and bless her, something weird was going on, and I know how good she can be, and her sound was just kind of not quite there, and you're thinking it shouldn't be like that,
doesn't it? Yeah,
that's it, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Right, okay, we could talk for hours, and we probably should, but I think, so tomorrow, there's a guy who runs a music shop local to me called Pete Oakley, fantastic guy, so much knowledge on guitars. I've arranged, I'm going to go into his shop, and I'm going to play and sing a song or two, and they're going to video it.
Great.
And then I suspect put on their page, but it means I get to play some really cool guitars.
Oh, nice.
So that'd be good. But I'm doing it about 10 o'clock in the morning, so it means I've got to get up relatively early to kind of get myself ready and get over there.
Make sure you pick up a tailor to play then.
He doesn't do tailors.
He's a Martin man.
He's a Martin guy through and through, and he's a Gibson guy, but he doesn't stock Gibsons for some reason.
So I want to just say thanks to everyone: Dawn, Marie, Sarah, the ones who've left, the Spook DeVille, Roger the Dodgy's been on.
Yeah, he always watches through YouTube because that's how he connects. But that's Jenny's dad, Sam's Jenny. Yeah,
right.
He's always watching us.
Night, Vanessa.
Yeah, so absolutely.
Thanks for joining in.
Thank you, Vanessa, Marie, Dawn, Dee, Catherine, and all those who were on earlier as well. Kind of thank you very much. You make it so much more enjoyable. It's
Definitely.
Nice to engage.
Definitely.
So you are a musical family.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when will I see you next? It's probably next Wednesday, I guess I'll be back on, and then we've got the Christmas Songbird Session show coming up on the 17th.
Who's on your next Songbirds?
So from Sam's side, it is a guy called Colin Pitt, who I'm sure you know.
Oh, I know Colin Pitt, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant guitar player.
Yeah.
Great little songwriter. And then on my side, it is a guy called Michael McMillan, Scottish guy.
Right.
He kind of covered in tattoos, wears a Baker Boy kind of hat. Probably, I don't know, what is he? Maybe late 50s. But he's got a lovely style. He's written bucket loads of songs. So again, he'll be quite good. Probably slightly more folky than country, but he's definitely up my street. In fact, so that's a good point. I've got to do the poster. God, so much. My week has just been crazy already. So I forgot to put the Wednesday poster thing out until right at the end. Never mind.
Right.
Brilliant.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Joe.
hosting,
It's always
thanks.
a pleasure. Always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thanks,
And again, we'll try and do it when you're ready in a couple of weeks or so. But I am getting to the point with this where it gets hard trying to coax people to come and do it, because you're always pushing people to kind of come and you've got to invite people. So I might just do it where I actually just sort of say to one person, do you want to come on with me, and we just do it as a two sort of thing. Because it's easier to manage sound, it's easier to manage the kind of guest bit. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Joe. Take care, stay safe, get your jabs hopefully quickly, and then we can get back to seeing each other. And I'll see you soon.
See you, everyone.
Cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Good night.